Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Stories for Beginners. On this channel, stories become your teacher. We practice with a shadowing technique. Listen carefully. Then repeat after me. Copy my voice, my speed, and my feeling. This trains your brain to think in English instead of translating. Today's story is called I Went to Iowa. You'll practice real travel English for flights, rental cars, hotel check-in, asking for directions, reading road signs, and talking with locals. Stay until the end, and you will feel your English grow step by step. Are you ready? Let's begin. A simple plan.
My name is Anna. I wanted quiet, not crowds. I chose Iowa for calm days. I booked a flight to Des Moines. I printed my itinerary and map. I packed one small backpack. My plan was light and flexible. I wanted space to breathe.
Airport morning.
The airport was busy but kind. I showed my ID at security. I placed my laptop in a bin. I removed my jacket and shoes. The officer said, "Please step forward." I waited and watched the screen. "All clear," came in a calm voice. I thanked her and moved on.
A smooth flight.
Clouds looked like clean fields. The plane felt steady and soft. I read a small guidebook. I circled places to visit later. Bridges in Madison County. The Gold Dome of the Capitol. A farmer's market on Saturday. I closed my eyes and rested.
Touchdown in Des Moines.
We landed on time. The air felt cool and sweet. Banners said, "Welcome to Iowa." I followed the signs to baggage claim. My suitcase arrived in 1 minute. I smiled at the simple luck. I walked to the rental desk. I asked for a small car.
Car rental check.
The agent asked for my license. He checked my return time. He offered a local road map. He said phone service can drop. I bought an extra charging cable. I set the car to miles. I entered the hotel address. I left the lot with easy turns.
First drive.
The highway was clean and wide. Signs were clear and friendly. Fields rolled out in green lines. Barns rested under an open sky. I kept both hands relaxed. I watched the speed limit closely. I left a safe space to break. I felt the Midwest rhythm.
Capitol and river.
Downtown was calm and tidy. The gold dome shone in the sun. A breeze moved the flag slowly. I walked along the Des Moines River. Cyclists passed with quiet bells. Office workers ate lunch outside. I took a picture of the dome. I wrote one word in my notebook: balance.
Hotel and questions.
At the front desk, I smiled. I said, "I have a reservation." They asked for a photo ID. They gave me a key card. I asked about parking and breakfast. They circled a coffee place nearby. They marked a safe evening walk. I thanked them for the local tips.
Farmer's market.
Morning opened with soft light. Tents lined the street in color: bread, honey, apples, and cheese. I practiced friendly small talk. "How is your morning today? Which jam do you recommend? Do you take cards or cash?" I bought strawberry jam and coffee.
Covered bridges.
I drove to Winterset slowly. Rolling hills guided the road. A brown sign listed bridge names. I parked by a gravel path. The bridge was quiet and strong. Old wood held stories of rain. I touched the railing gently. I read the trail plaque word by word.
Lunch and local talk.
I stopped at a small diner. Soup and a sandwich felt right. The server asked where I was from. I said I came to see bridges. She smiled and drew a map. She marked a scenic detour road. She warned me about deer at dusk. I thanked her for the care.
University afternoon.
Iowa City welcomed readers. Bookstores sat near the campus. A poster said writing workshop tonight. I walked past quiet classrooms. Students carried instruments and books. A saxophone was being practiced down the hall. I sat on a bench and listened. The campus felt like a promise.
Rain on old brick.
Clouds gathered fast above town. Rain began in slow silver lines. I found shelter under an awning. The street smelled like clean earth. A bell rang from a tower. People crossed with calm steps. The rain cooled my thoughts. Small moments felt like gifts.
Cedar Rapids Museum.
I drove north in light rain. A museum showed Midwest art, paintings of barns and winter trees, snow like quiet cotton on fields. An attendant spoke in a soft voice. She shared a free guide leaflet. I walked room by room slowly. My steps matched the frames.
Evening detour.
A road sign warned of work ahead. I took a sign detour by a creek. My phone lost signal for a few minutes. I kept the paper map on my knee. I checked the compass and highway numbers. I looked twice before each turn. The detour returned to the highway. I felt calm and capable.
Small town stop.
I reached a gas station at dusk. I topped up the tank to full. I cleaned the windshield and mirrors. Inside, I asked about road salt. The clerk said ice can form tonight. He pointed to a safer route. I bought water and a granola bar. I thanked him for the advice.
A clear night drive.
The sky opened to deep blue. The moon rose above the fields. Headlights made a steady tunnel. I kept the cruise control gentle. I watched 4 eyes at the shoulder. A deer paused and then crossed. I braked lightly and waited. The road returned to quiet.
Quiet hotel night.
I laid out clothes for the morning. I plugged in the phone and the watch. I wrote 4 lines in my notebook. Ask early. Drive steady. Read signs. Be kind. I set an alarm for 7. Sleep came in 2 breaths.
One more morning.
I visited a small coffee shop. Locals spoke about the weather. A child pointed at the pastry case. I ordered drip coffee and toast. The barista asked about my trip. I said Iowa feels honest and calm. She smiled and nodded slowly. I carried that smile to the car.
What Iowa gave me.
Iowa gave me space to think. It gave me maps and kind voices. It gave me bridges that hold time. It gave me roads that teach patience. It gave me rain that cleans the air. It gave me nights that rest the mind. I went for a quiet trip. I left with steady English and a steadier heart.
Great job today. You listened, repeated, and shadowed with me line by line. I went to Iowa shows that simple plans, clear questions, and calm decisions make travel smooth. Shadowing works the same way. One line at a time, your English becomes natural and strong. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to English Stories for Beginners for more shadowing practice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story. One page, one story, one step. Your English will grow. Thank you for learning with me. See you in the next video.